sitting here in my closet today is because this is the quietest room in my house. You know, this is all essentially soundproofing. And also, I'm just going to be going through all of my show and tell style. And I'm going to be whispering, and you're going to get your life. Okay? Just to introduce myself. My name is Josuna ASMR. Well, that's not my name, but that's the name of this channel. I've been listening to ASMR since high school, and I thought, let's give it a shot. So now here we are. Welcome. I'm so glad to be here with you. Now, there's a lot of in here. This is only a portion. But today, we're going to start with a tour of my shoe collection. Okay, shoe collection. It's not a particularly impressive collection. Like, there's no fancy designer shoes or anything. But I do have quite a few pairs of shoes, and we're just gonna go through them and see what it gives, okay? Alright, let's begin. First up is this pair of, I call them clown shoes because, you know, they look a little bit funny. But they are Adidas from, I believe it was their Pride collection from 2018 maybe. I'm not entirely sure. It is a patchwork shoe with tons of different colors and embroidered in white stitching on the side. It says love, L-O-V-E, unites, U-N-I, I can't really see it, T-E-S, love, unites, love, unites. Boy, does it ever. Let's look at the other shoe. Different colors on this one, but same letters. Love, unites. It just goes to show you, no matter what color you are, the motto stays the same. Love unites. We should all be operating this way. Okay, now let's get a more detailed look at the shoe. This, I think, between the two, I think this one is my favorite because these colors have no business being together in one design, and yet, I think it still works. We have this baby pink color with this bright pink stitching along the edges, lining rather. Then we have this chocolate brown color. We have a bright red orange. We have this green piping, I guess they call it, right? Lime green. Well, yeah, this is like the inside of the lime. And then this is like the outside of the lime here. Then we get even closer detail. Look, we have this purplish color. And then the aglets. Yes, the aglet is yet a different color. That's like a, you can't really see it. It's like a, that same purple. Shout out Phineas and Ferb. We all know that word now. H-E-L-E-T. And on the back, the kind of, what are these tabs called? Do these have names? Who knows? That's also purple. Let's look at the bottom of the shoe. This interesting spiral pattern here. these are awesome. I mean, you know, the Adidas is known for their 3 stripes on their shoes, and these don't have them, which I tend to be more happy about. Well, yeah, I don't tend to wear a lot of like heavily branded clothing, but here they are, the Love Unites sneakers. These are also super comfortable, surprisingly, because I guess maybe they look like they wouldn't be, but they're just regular sneakers. Love unites. Love unites. Love unites. Yes, it does. I don't wear these often, but I'm happy I have them because they're really cute and super unique. I've never seen another pair of shoes like this, so I'm very happy I snatched them up. I believe they were like $80. Oh, shoes are expensive, but well worth the purchase. They've stood up this long, and they're still holding together, you know. Let's go to the colors of the other shoe. We have this orange here with the bright orange piping along that border. In the middle, we have this pale yellow and this bright sunflower yellow. Opposite that, this light blue piping along this edge, and then this sky blue color on the left side of the shoe. And of course, those same purple details tying both shoes together. Gorgeous. Love those shoes. Okay. Now, these shoes have a sister pair. Okay. We have these shoes from the same set. Now, it's from the same kind of Pride collection, I guess. And these are really interesting because they feature all of the same colors from these shoes, but in these embroidered sun pattern all over the shoe. And there you go, it says Love Unites here as well. But these are incredibly unique. Same collection, like I mentioned, but these were maybe $90 to $100. They featured a Velcro strap with that same embroidered sun pattern, as well as the lace up. These are, and then a kind of pink border along the heel and side of the shoe. And it also has the subtle 3 lines detail from all Adidas shoes. These are cool. I wear them pretty often. The only problem is they fit me a little bit big, so I really gotta tighten this Velcro strap down so it doesn't fall off my foot. Yeah, I love these. And I bought these when I did not have any. I had no business buying 2 pairs of shoes at once, but I thought they were both super cute. And I had to have them both, so I think I put them on my credit card. I'm probably still paying them off to this day. Let's go through all the colors that we see on the shoe. Orange, yellow, blue, orange again. This, I think, yeah, it's the same yellow. No, it's a different yellow, actually. This is a greenish yellow. We have green, pink, this pale silvery blue color here, red, sky blue, hot pink, and There's a reason I bought them. Let's look. We have like a textured platform here. I don't know if you can hear this. Running my fingernail across the edge. The iconic yellow stitching that all Doc Martens have. And then on the leather we have the contrasting white stitching holding it together. And this woven feature here at the, I guess you would call this the toe box on a sandal. Is that what you would call it? I don't know. Yeah, these are super cute. Definitely outside of my typical style. I don't really wear a lot of open-toed shoes, but I think these are super cute. And I will find ways to wear them more. Maybe I just need to break them in. Who knows? Maybe I just need to break them in. I'm gonna hear the platform again. I don't even know if that sounds good, but you like it, huh? Don't lie. What do you guys think? Hot or not? Should I give these back to Crossroads? No, they're cute. I'm gonna keep them. Oh. Speaking of Crossroads, I brought that same day I bought those shoes. I bought this pair of shoes at the same store. Look at me buying shoes again like I have money. But these were for a special occasion. These are a pair of dress shoes. Let's see if you can see. Ferragamo, honey. Yeah. Salvatore Ferragamo. I got these at Crossroads, like I said. Now I know I said at the beginning I don't have a lot of designer shoes. Or not any designer shoes. This is my only pair. These were not expensive at all. They were probably $50. But I bought these to wear to my college graduation. Yes, yes, I have a degree. And you can't tell me anything. And look what I'm doing with my degree. Making ASMR videos online. Drop out of school kids. These are super rich, super luxe. The leather feels so fine. Super shiny. And they have this pointed toe, which I'm not the biggest fan of. They make my feet look really long, but I still think they're really cute shoes. And you know, I don't really dress up that often. Not that these are like the fanciest shoes in the world, but it's nice to feel like a good pair of shoes will really tie a look together. And you know, you feel like you can step on all these holes when you're wearing a nice pair of shoes. So these are great. Yeah, I wore these to my graduation. And I've worn these to weddings before. This is like, I was gonna say this is my go-to pair of dress shoes, but it's my only pair of dress shoes. I just don't ever really have a need for dress shoes because I don't go anywhere fancy. These are cute though. They have like a little half-inch heel here, so they give me a little bit of height. Super cute. The sole is completely smooth. Ooh, that is worn out. I did get them used. I don't care. I will buy shoes used. Doesn't matter to me. I clean them thoroughly anyway. Made in Italy, honey. In Florence. Birth of the Renaissance. was just following suit, you know. I will say, however, I always get, well, not so much lately, but when I first bought these, I would always get compliments on these shoes because it's not a typical leather Doc Marten. These are made of nylon, I believe. Super durable. I've had these for years and years. I wear them constantly, and they're still kicking. Again, we have the iconic yellow stitching that all Doc Martens have. This little flap that never stays out, it pisses me off. But what can you do? Who cares? And a rubber sole. These are super cute. These are actually not the first pair of these boots that I've bought. The first pair I lost because I left them at a hotel in Mexico. I didn't realize until I was long gone. Then I called the hotel to see if they can send me the shoes. And it was gonna cost me to ship the shoes to where I live. It was gonna cost me about the same as just the shoe itself. So I decided to just buy a new pair. And you know, maybe somebody at the hotel fits my size and they were able to keep them. But I bought them again because they're super cute. Like I said, I wear these all the time. They're not uncomfortable, but they aren't super comfortable either. What do you guys think? Yes or no to the Doc Marten boots? See this material here on the heel? I believe this is the nylon part. You could probably hear it. laced up only about 2/3 of the way up. When I first got these, they were super uncomfortable, especially the left one. This edge here would really rub up against my calf. I have some big juicy calves, so this would rub up there, and just it would hurt so bad. I think I've broken them in enough now because I wear them all the time that they're not really painful anymore. These shoes are difficult to walk in, they're difficult to drive in, they're difficult to stand in, but they're so cute. I wore these to the Mayhem Ball. Lady Gaga, shout out to my mother. I wore this to the Mayhem Ball, but I was so up that I wasn't even thinking about my feet. I was dancing, I was jumping. I fell over about 4 times. That might have been because of the alcohol, but also because of these shoes. But at this point, I think they're broken in now. They're not that bad anymore. I love them, and I'm gonna keep wearing them. And I'll probably wear them to Lady Gaga again because I have tickets for February. Anyways, love these shoes. These I got from a website, a Czech website. They took like 3 weeks to arrive to the US. And I was very scared because they only had European sizes. And I usually, when I buy boots, I have to size down because I'm a 9.5. I'm between a 9 and 10. But on the the European sizes are a little more accurate. They're like between sizes, it's not that much of a size difference. So I was like, should I size up? Should I size down? I decided to size down as I usually do, and I was right. And these fit me perfectly. Check it out, it's super high quality leather. I just love them. I love them. There's not much more to say. Do you guys like these shoes? Let me know. They kind of give a bit of a pirate vibe, maybe a little gothic vibe. Would you wear these? Do you have a pair like these? Let me know. Or don't. I don't care. Alright. That was a big shoe. Let's take it down a notch. What else do we have? Oh, remember when I said I don't like to wear a lot of big logos? Well, these shoes are a big exception. We have these Nike Air something. This is a weird shoe. It has the giant air on the side. A I R A I R. Oh no, I did it backwards. A I R. These are awesome. This is a very weird color story. We have hot pink, purple, black and white, and bright neon yellow. I feel like this is a strange shoe, but maybe you're looking at me like, that's a normalized shoe. What are you talking about? I mean, it's a weird shoe, right? It has a giant platform here and this like clear element here, which is the air part, that's where the air is. That nice cushion. I got these, they were on sale for $95. I've been eyeing them for a long time. I actually really want the white ones. It's like an all white shoe with just the air. It still has these stitching. I really wanted those, but they're like $145. These, obviously being a little ugly, naturally they went on sale, and that's when I swooped them up. You know, I think they're a little bit ugly, but that's kind of part of their charm, I think. They're just strange. Look at that giant Nike check in the back. Like, if you ever forget how to spell the word air, here you go. A-I-R. Now you'll never forget, especially when I come around stopping in these. Hey, no, A, oh my god, I-R. What do you guys think? Are these a chop? When I first got these, I was wearing them a lot. I don't wear them so much anymore. I still pull them out from time to time if the occasion calls for it. I'm not playing anything. I'm not playing basketball or anything. It's just, you know, I wear them for the look, for the style. Yeah. Part of the reason I don't wear these too much is because I find them a little bit hard to style. I don't have too much clothes that goes with this. Typically I'm wearing all black. That's not even true. I'm a liar. I don't know how to describe my personal style. It's weird. It's not weird. It's just, I don't really subscribe to one particular aesthetic. There's very different avenues I can go. Sometimes I'm preppy. Sometimes I'm goth. Sometimes I don't give up. And sometimes the only word you can use to describe my fashion is just gay. That's not fair. I think, you know, we all have our personal style. And unless you really are like part of a subculture, then you really just gotta pull from anywhere. So that's the Nike Air something. I don't know what they're called, and who really cares? We're just gonna call them Air. Okay, let's put those back. What else do we have? This is the next shoe I'm gonna show you. These are a pair of Converse. Bright pink Converse with black laces. And a contrasting black stitching. These are actually not mine. I bought these as a gift for somebody that I love. That's why I put this bright red heart on here. I had them custom made on the Converse website. They're honestly not that expensive. If you want to get a pair for yourself and like choose every detail of them, they're only like $65. So you can customize the color of the laces, the color of the eyelets. You can customize the kind of the Converse label that you want, the color obviously. You can customize the outsole. Like you can either get it like black or that like brown color. Yeah, super cool. And I even went a step beyond and got a custom stitching right here on the side of the shoe. This is my boyfriend's favorite number, his lucky number, 109. And yeah, so now he can represent every time he wears these. Actually, I'm calling you up. He doesn't even wear these that often. I ended up wearing them more than he does. But in a sense, that's kind of cute because, you know, I'm repping him every time I wear these. usually had a problem with the shoes being too narrow, so I got these extra wide, and they're super comfortable. I'm wondering if you can get all their shoes, narrow, wide, or super wide. Because if so, that would be super cool. I'm a wide foot. Narrow shoes hurt. As a matter of fact. One second. Hold on. Don't move. As a matter of fact, I'm such a wide foot that I decided to invest in some barefoot shoes. Okay. Don't laugh at me. These are busted as I wear these constantly. These are wore out. So if you don't know what barefoot shoes, aka minimalist shoes, aka zero drop shoes, they are a type of shoe with a particular construction where they offer very little arch support and they have no lift in the heel. These are, I believe they're I don't even know how many millimeters, 4 or 5 millimeters off the ground. They have no cushion, no support, and also an enormous toe box. Let's compare. You see how on the Converse it sort of comes to a point. With these shoes, they mimic the natural shape of your foot to allow your toes to spread out and give you more stability. Would I recommend them? Yes, they are. They're comfortable because it feels like you're barefoot. That's why they call them barefoot shoes. But they're uncomfortable because it feels like you're barefoot, and when you're outside and there's rocks or just uneven path, they can be harsh on the bottom of your feet. But after a while, you get completely accustomed to it, and you kind of forget. These are busted up. I've had these for 3-4 years. No, I've had these for 3 years. I wear them all the time when I work out, when I wear them to work. So tore up, the back is missing. If you could see the inside, girl, you can't see the inside, but they are, there's pieces missing, the fabric is coming off, the bottom is worn the out. I'm getting my money's worth because these were incredibly expensive. They were close to $200, but the construction is wow. I mean, they have been through the ringer. I've taken these hiking. I've gotten these wet, to the mud, to everything, and they're still standing, and I'm still gonna wear them. Yeah. I've worn these for construction projects, with paint. These are all reliable for sure. I need to invest in a new pair. But they're so expensive, I can't afford it. So you're sticking with me. Love these. These are from a company called Vivo Barefoot. I'm not obsessed with the name, but they have very, very, very nice shoes. If you notice, these have 2 different laces. This is the original lace that came with the shoe. The lace on this shoe, because of the fact that I wear them constantly, ripped. So I took this lace from my snowshoes and I put them on here. I don't have my snowshoes here, so I can't show them to you. But the left one would be missing a lace. Yeah, what do you guys think? Would you be interested in wearing this type of shoe? I love this textured part right here, up here. It's super nice. I mean, look, come on, this is ripping blister on my foot. Ouch. Because the insole is beat up, tattered, torn. So I don't think I have to replace the whole shoe. I think I just have to replace the insole, which should be easy enough. You can get those anywhere. Vivo Barefoot, this is their logo here. It's these hexagons in the shape of a V. I don't know, it's super chic. Just kidding. I mean, these are cute. They're not like amazing. Let's take a listen here to this upper part of the shoe because this is a stretchy material up here to fit any size ankle. And this rib texture, I don't know, just the construction is very high quality, and that's why these have lasted for so long. And even going through what they've been through. So, shout out to Vivo Barefoot. These are awesome. I would definitely buy another pair. They have, shoes for hiking, shoes for running, they have snowshoes, they have sandals, they have everything. Okay, and let's do one more. Now, this is a little anticlimactic, because it's just a pair of high top Vans, black on black, but I actually wear these all the time. These I would wear to work because they're super comfortable, and they don't feel bad standing for 8 hours a day, So again, along with the previous pair, these are also another old reliable Vans. In high school, everybody was wearing Vans. Everybody was wearing Vans. I think still to this day, they're still popular among teenagers. For a while there, I wasn't wearing Vans because they're super narrow, and the sole being so flat, it makes them a bit uncomfortable. For some reason, these don't follow that pattern. They're pretty wide, and they are flat, but they're still very nice to wear. Like I said, I could stand 8 hours in these, and my feet wouldn't hurt. So yeah, I love these. These are also kind of inexpensive as far as shoes go. I have a couple of pairs of Vans, but these are the ones that I wear pretty regularly. Very minimal, black on black. This is